This is Steve Colano, and this is Confidential Remarks. For decades, professional services relied on opaque commission structures and brand prestige. Clients paid for access, assuming a high fee naturally guaranteed high competence. Today, that information asymmetry is gone. The modern market demands verifiable proof of competence through clear performance data. By the end of this session, you will have a concrete blueprint. You will know exactly how to measure, document, and prove the true value your team delivers. To build this, you need to actively participate. Grab a pen and a piece of paper. You also need to bring a recently completed client's engagement to mind. We will use that as your active test case. Moving to an evidence-based measurement framework shifts your operations to meet the expectations of this transparent market. Let's look at the 4 pillars that define verifiable professional value: execution, systems, transparency, and results. Write those 4 headers across the top. Today we'll focus strictly on operationalizing the first 2, execution and systems, the internal engines of your service delivery. You cannot effectively communicate results or offer radical transparency externally until your internal engines of execution and systems are fully documented and measurable. Direct your attention to the execution column. We will draft a 3-part measurement rubric using that recent client engagement you brought to mind. The execution audit requires documenting every deliverable against its original scope, timeline, and quality. Grade where you hit or missed. Next, process mapping. Document the precise sequence of actions taken to signal intentionality. Finally, deviation protocols. Document the response protocol activated when execution deviates. The common instinct is to hide mistakes. However, a documented recovery process provides sophisticated buyers with a credible baseline for your team's reliability. Standard promotional language claiming excellent service holds little weight. When you present granular, audited data detailing your execution history, you provide evidence rather than assertions. High-level execution is always situational. It is only proven in retrospect, and you build that proof by tracking these exact 3 protocols. Now shift your focus to the systems header. Individual execution, no matter how impressive, cannot scale without a reproducible architecture. A workflow that relies on a specific individual to maintain quality behaves like a habit rather than a documented system. To fix this, we build the anatomy of a high-value system for your core service. This consists of 5 specific requirements outlined in our documentation. First, input standards. Define required information before beginning. Second, process checkpoints. Establish review gates to verify quality. Third, escalation pathways. Create predefined routing for exceptions to eliminate improvisation. Fourth, output specifications. Explicitly define successful delivery. Finally, learning loops. Capture performance data to refine next engagements. A fully documented system acts as an organizational safety certification. It tells clients that your quality is engineered into the delivery process by design. Review the document you just built. You have transitioned from vague ideas of good client service into a hard, actionable framework. You now possess the exact 3 metrics required to audit your execution, along with the 5-step architecture needed to govern your systems. Your immediate next step is practical application. Run one active project through this new framework today. Use it to identify gaps and repair your input standards. By operationalizing this framework, you abandon the vulnerability of legacy pricing models. You position your organization to win based on the measurable competitive advantage that comes from verified, transparent results. This has been Confidential Remarks.